Okay, so the war in Iran is still going on. It's been well over 2 months, and this war is just an utter disaster, just a complete train wreck from start to finish. So, MAGA is possibly the dumbest voter block in the entire country. Trump ran on no new wars, affordable gas prices, affordable housing, um, bringing pride to America, deporting illegals, um, bringing back the American dream. And what he does instead, during literally the first half of his first year as president, he just destroys everything. He just destroys everything. There is no amount of justifying this. Like, really, you can't even justify this shit anymore. If the war only lasted like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and we lost, people would care, people would laugh at him, but it wouldn't destroy his whole presidency. Right now, he is completely obliterating his reputation, and I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares. That's a scary thing. This man has complete control over the entire country of 330 million people, and he does not care about a damn thing. He is busy posting Facebook boomer memes while we are losing the war. Just now, he posted a meme where instead of the Strait of Hormuz, it says the Strait of Trump. And it's just the dumbest shit ever. Just AI boomer slap is what he's occupying his time on when he's not playing golf. Okay? Just the absolute dumbest person you could have as president. Okay? And never vote. Like, I don't get why people vote for rich people as president. I can understand if it was a self-made rich person, but Trump was born into wealth, bro. He was born into wealth. There's not a single action he did to make himself rich. Matter of fact, he probably lost his family more money than he actually made. So he's just an incompetent idiot. Now, I said this about MAGA a long time ago. I said MAGA is a psyop. Q-tards. I made videos about Q-tards. I said it's just a complete hoax. It's a cult. It's a cult by definition. A definition of cult. You have your leader. You have all these false promises. Oh, we'll get to the promised land. And Trump says MAGA, the American dream is the promised land. I'm going to bring you the American dream. Gets into office, does none of it, and none of his followers care. None of his followers care. None of his Q-tards are not coming out making videos saying, hey, I was wrong. No. The vast majority of them are still Trump supporters, which is just utterly insane. If he like literally, this man is a foreign agent. He is as close to a foreign agent. If you have a foreign president flying to the White House every couple of weeks, dictating orders to the American president, that is not the president. That is not who is running things. The leader of that foreign government is running things. The person who actually calls the shots is the Israelis. They call the shots. They tell Trump what he should and shouldn't do. They're who he's allied with. They're who his friend was sent over to freaking blackmail him. That is who is in charge. Whoever has the most dirt on somebody is in charge. That's just the way the world works. If you're filmed and you're known to commit heinous crimes, and that person has that info and proof of that info, then they can use that against you. And that's exactly what's happening. Trump has no allegiance to this country. He is only trying to save his own neck. He's only trying to save his own ass. Okay? That's what's going on. So right now, today is April 30th, and the gas prices have just reached almost, like, it's literally $4.99, but it's really $5. $5 a gallon. $5 a gallon. Okay, do you know how utterly insane that is? When gas prices 2 months ago were only like 280, 290. dollars a gallon. That was like $5. And this is overnight. This is in Michigan. This was an overnight thing. Not only did they increase the prices due to the war, but they also added a freaking gas tax on top of it, like a 40-cent gas tax on top of it, which is just crazy. It's just madness. It's madness. You're going to take a crisis, which this war is a energy crisis, and you're going to take a tax and put it on top of the crisis, which makes no sense. You are taxing us to death. You are just punishing us for existing, for trying to get to work, for trying to get to the grocery store, for trying to live our lives. Okay, because America is not a country where you could just walk to the store without spending like 3 hours and putting yourself in harm's way where you get hit by a car. Okay, that's not that kind of country. You need a car. You need gas. You need fuel. Okay, let's be honest. Let's not bullshit ourselves, bro. Well, yeah, driving is technically a choice, meaning there's nobody with a gun to your head saying, hey, get in this car and drive. No, but it's ingrained so much in our culture and in our infrastructure and everything to the point where we need a car. It's not up for debate. If you want a job, if you want to be known as reliable and consistent and on time, you need a car. And anybody who's been without a car for a significant amount of time knows how horrible it is to go without your car. Say you got in a car accident, your car breaks down, it's in the shop, you go like 2-3 weeks without a car. You basically have to rely on friends, family to take you to work, and it's just so inconvenient for everybody involved. Ubering is like $20 for one way trip, and you have to pay another $20 to get back. So I know what it's like walking to the store. Walking, if you live in like a suburban area where the nearest store is like 3 miles away, 5 miles away, then you will be spending like, oh my God, like 2, 3, 4 hours just walking, dude. Just walking. It's horrible. It's horrible. And at what price point does it get to the point where people just outright start refusing to go to work because they're losing money by paying all these taxes, these gas taxes and price hikes and price gouging, and paying for cars, $100,000 for a new car, a new SUV, a new truck? What point do people just say, fuck this shit, I'm staying home, I'm filing unemployment, and I'm sitting on the couch and watching TV and scrolling Instagram. I'm not doing this anymore. What point do people start saying that? Because my guess is very, very soon, very, very soon, not $5 a gallon, but let's say it gets up to $9, $10 a gallon, $11, $12. People are going to eventually say, fuck this. You either give me a raise, and the employer might give you a raise or two, but at some point it becomes unprofitable for even the employer to start raising wages, because it will just become unprofitable for the business. It will become unprofitable for the freaking employee. It will be unprofitable for everybody. So this is all tied in to that. They wanted to pretty much crash the economy. They said great reset by 2030, which is literally around the corner. I mean, Trump, he's tasked with putting all this infrastructure in place. None of this happened during Biden's reign. Biden, he was pretty much just a stepping stone for Trump, just to act like a zombie, to make Trump look better. That's all that was about. That's all Biden's whole presidency was, just to look incompetent so Trump can swoop in and save the day and fool his idiots. Okay, that is what Trump's presidency is. It has nothing to do with Make America Great Again or whatever kind of bullshit you've been fed by Fox News. Nothing. It's all about the Great Reset, surveillance state, digital currency. It's all about that. Okay, we've been saying this stuff. People who have a brain for the last 20, 30 years have been saying this, and people are, that's not true. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. I vote for this politician. don't vote for this politician. Oh, people that vote for Democrat, dumb. Like, come on, dude. Come on, bro. Like, you have to use your head for once in your life. What are you getting? Like, if Thomas Massey were to stop fucking around with the Republicans and start his own party with backing and support, they could completely just sweep all of this shit. But they don't do it because they're so conditioned that these are the only two options. Um, Thomas Massey, he could start his own political party. And he's the only one with a track record of standing up for goodness. Trump doesn't have a track record of doing much of anything good. Nothing good but golfing, partying with Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, we know what he's been doing through the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, and then he just denies it all, saying, hey, I stopped being friends with Jeffrey Epstein. No, he kept seeing him even after all the allegations came out. Okay, so he is completely compromised, and he should have never, ever been allowed to be in his position. Okay, people should have never voted for him. People should have never listened to him, should have never took him seriously as a candidate, because it's all a game. It's all a lie. MAGA lie. This war in Iran. Oh, we got to take out the nukes. We got to take out their missiles. We got to save the world. All this bullshit where we're just supposed to be the world police and the American taxpayer is supposed to fund it all for everybody while the billionaires pay absolutely nothing. I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of this bullshit, okay? We do not have a country. We have a conglomerate or a concoction and a cocktail of giant corporations that pretty much run laps around our so-called leaders and fund who they want, and whoever has the money has the most, backing, because really it's not about how right you are. It's not about how good you are. It's not about how great of a person you are. It's how much money you have in your campaign to fund your presidency or your freaking Congress or freaking representative, whatever it's called. But yeah, that's what it's about. It's not about speeches. It's not about ideas. No. It's about how people can know your name. It's just a popularity contest. That's all this shit is, man. It's become a popularity contest, and it's not like this in other democratic countries. It's not like this. It's only like this in America. America is the only country where our elections have turned into a popularity contest. All you do is have to have your name known the most. I mean, have you seen debates? We barely even debate anymore. And it's only about surface level ideas. It's never about anything that actually matters. Okay? Nothing that actually takes a brain to actually understand. It's about surface level, hey, I'll make the price of gas lower. Oh, no new wars. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, we're gonna make America great again. It's just they never explain the how, the why, the what, the how we got here in the first place. They never do that. It's just slogans and just nonsense. Okay, so I'm gonna end the video right here. If you guys like my rant, like, comment, subscribe.